Welcome back to the NA3HL. My name is Piper Gallagher, bringing you the 3 View. Here to talk about the upcoming season is head coach of the Wausau Cyclones, Luke Meyer. You've been with this team for 3 years as an assistant. How does it feel to be stepping into that head coach role for this season?
I'm really excited. It's the next step in the path to follow the dream. The dream is to make it to the highest level possible, and this was the next step. So I want to thank Coach Oystrick for showing me the way, and we're gonna try and keep his memory alive here as much as possible.
Absolutely. You've talked before about being excited for some of the returners coming back and the potential that you saw in the newcomers coming in. Tell me a little bit about who you think will make big impacts for you this season.
Just for returners, I think Jackson Maddock is in a good spot to have a great year. Lucas Mankoff, we'll see. Jackson Schrader, he's down at Houston's 30-man camp for training camp in the Null. We'll see if he returns, but there's a couple returners on the back end as well. Frank Goodman, he's poised to have a great year for us. And then with the class we brought in, we're really thrilled with the forward depth. We really recruited guys that can play a 200-foot game up and down the ice, be hard to play against, and in the tough Central Division, we need to be able to play a full 60 minutes and bang bodies and forecheck hard. So we're really pleased with how the roster's coming out.
Absolutely. You've talked before about how much you learned from Nathan while he was there as the coach. What are some of the lessons that you learned from head coaches that you've coached with or even head coaches that you played for?
Just preparation for every game. Every game's so important. The 2 points on the line, you need to be dialed in. On the bench, you need to be ready. There's times where you need to get a little bit more aggressive with the players in their face a little bit, and then understanding where a little more calmer voice is needed for these guys. So it's just understanding each individual player differently and how they respond to things. So preparation would be the number one big thing that Nathan showed me. And then just building the culture. He built a great culture here for the last 4 years he was here, and we're looking to continue to build off of that and giving these players roles, helping them have an identity with the team. I think that's going to help these players succeed and take a little bit of pride in what they do every time they step on the ice.
Absolutely. And speaking of culture, how would you describe your coaching philosophy and what kind of culture do you like to see in the teams that you coach?
I think one of the most important pieces is kind of how what I talked about is just having everyone feel like they belong. You don't want anybody feeling like they're on the outside. It's just going to kind of dampen the mood for them and they won't be able to play at their best potential. So making sure everyone feels a sense of belonging, giving them a role, giving them a voice, checking in on players once a week at least, seeing how they're doing. They're not just hockey players; they're human beings, and I want to see ask them how their family's doing or what's going on in life. I call it having a touch point with 5 or 6 players every day. I want to get to know these guys more than just hockey players, and I think that'll gain some trust and all of that to build a good culture.
Absolutely. The Cyclones saw a lot of success last season. How do you intend to build upon that success for this season?
Yeah, we did have success. We want to just be a little bit harder to play against all over the ice. We want to make it tough for other teams to break out. We want to slow teams down through the neutral zone. So one thing that we're focusing on this year is a little bit more structure all over the ice. I don't think we'll have any trouble putting pucks in the net, but it's keeping pucks out of our net. It's limiting high danger chances. So we want to just be harder to play against and find ways to score when we can. Play fast, play heavy, play hard.
Absolutely. You've played at the college level yourself. How do you think this helps you when coaching guys that want to earn a college commitment themselves?
Just understanding what it takes to be a hockey player. I know all these players, they come in wanting to be hockey players. That's what they all tell us. And once you hit that junior lifestyle, it's a little bit different than high school. You're not going to school first, then going to practice and playing your games. It's the way we run things. We have practice in the morning and do your little team workout or whatever they have scheduled around 11 a.m., noon, and then the rest of the day is theirs. So it's just finding that balance of not going home and sitting on the couch and eating Cheetos. It's getting to the gym at night or hitting the sauna or a cold tub or stuff like that just to make yourself better, working on your hands. It's it's what they want. I think that's what they tell us, and we're here to push them to that level and just get them feeling like hockey players.
Absolutely. What are some of the on ice things that you want to focus on early in the season?
Systematically, we want to really focus on the D zone. I want to really stress to our guys to limit grade A opportunities, keeping teams outside of the dots. We've had some success with that in the past, but we obviously can be better. We want to help the goaltenders out as much as possible. We have 3 new goaltenders coming in, so it's going to be a little bit of a new system for them, and it's just getting everybody on the same page. So we're really going to harp on D zone and neutral zone, and I think the scoring will come, but we're going to focus really hard on keeping pucks out of our net.
You talked earlier about wanting to be a hard team to play against. What are some other goals that you have for this season?
I think the main goal is to win the division. That's a huge goal of ours every year, and it opens the eyes to everybody in the league that whoever wins the Central Division has a pretty good chance to win the Fraser Cup. I think that is our main goal, and then obviously is to win a playoff round. We've gone to the playoffs all my 3 years here. We've won just one first round series, and the last 2 years we've had first round disappointments. So it's winning the division. If that doesn't happen, it's winning playoff series and just ultimately is winning the Fraser Cup. But it's one step at a time. It's one game at a time. It's one period at a time, and it's one shift at a time.
Absolutely. And then my last question for you here today is what are you most excited about for this season?
I'm excited about it all. It's a new role for me. It's going to be a little bit of a change. It's running the bench with a new assistant coach. It's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, but I'm really excited to see how we can get these players to excel almost every night. I like to think if players have a great game, 8 or 9 out of every 10, I think we'll be successful. So it's just the learning curve of making changes when things need to be changed, going in the locker room, switching things up. That wasn't really my role. I just had some ideas and I didn't really have to verbalize it. But now it's going in there every period and getting everybody on the same page. So I'm really excited.